very adamant about going to Tracy. She kept coming back and saying, oh, there were these. She has these magic hands, and they're so great, and they get on you, and it's not a comfortable thing, but you know, once you're done with it, you feel so much better. And so I just kind of thought, I don't know, it sounds like a massage. Until then, she said, well, why don't you try it? I got you a session. And I threw my hands up and said, fine, I'll go. After the first one, I walked out feeling a little bit better than I had. And at first, I had a shoulder problem and a hamstring problem. I walked out, and they definitely felt looser. Wouldn't say that it was fixed right away, but it definitely felt looser, and it felt a little better. After the second time, I have now almost full range of motion back in my shoulder, and this is after doing physical therapy and everything to try to get rid of it. You know, just from going to the doctor, trying to get painkillers and whatsoever, and finally this seemed to be the thing that fixed it, or is going to fix it. I'm usually pretty tight, and everything feels like it's ready to snap. and when I get on the table and she starts working on me, there are areas where you can take it, and then there are areas where you need to breathe, because if you don't breathe, it's just really bad. but once you start getting the oxygen into you, and you start getting into a rhythm of it, and you start loosening up a little bit more, then her movements and her application of pressure really started to kind of sink in, and then afterwards you feel great. The physical therapist said that it was my scapula, but she tried to assign these exercises and techniques for me to try to work it out and strengthen the area, but it wasn't doing. Tracy also said it was my scapula, but by the way that she got in there and started working the scapula, getting her fingers deep in there, trying to pull it out, and I don't know what else she did, but that seemed to do it. So the physical therapist was right, they just couldn't do it. Tracy was right, and she was able to do it. Someone is basically just stressed and needs to relax, then you can just find a regular masseuse. But if your stress is causing you physical pain, then Tracy her methods would be definitely applicable over a regular masseuse, because she'll be able to take away at least the pain, so that the stress won't double up the pain.